So I'll show you who I was trying to add. It's this guy. Hey, I've managed to maneuver this thing. It was a bit tricky when I was starting out, but it's not that difficult actually.
I see. Like you just like literally like maneuvering yourself around nicely.
So it's a rapper guy that I thought he had a dope thing. I mean, when I last saw it, it's got about 30 something thousand views on the thing. He says he's switching to a better phone, so we'll see. So I just
How's
thought
golf going while we're waiting?
I actually had a nice game on Wednesday.
Really?
I played Sunday and then I played on Wednesday. Yeah.
Ish, yeah, Tuto's asking me how Kitty. She took the words out of my mouth. Kitty, how's golf coming along? I love golf. I really, really do, but I'm still bad at it. And I practice a lot, eh? Jeepers. But I'm still bad. It's so weird.
So I mean, yes, I hadn't played, I guess, all of us since lockdown,
Yeah. I think the last time I played Lee, no. Yeah, in Essentia, I played with her. It was such an awesome game. Yeah, I think that's the last time I played with her. It was just before lockdown. Yeah.
Hey, Amo.
But whom?
Ke bona shota ka mrepa so ke re ke kena. Hey, kitty.
What's wrong with you, David? Oh, there's this guy.
No.
Change your phone. Why did you just take your arm?
No.
No, they said not me.
It's not Amo. I wanted to come in here so that I can introduce the guy to Amo.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is
Kishap one is winner.
Kishap.
This is the guy.
For the whole hour,
David, do you see what I mean?
Guys, hold on. Wait. He's here, guys. He made it.
Yeah. Shout out.
Hold on.
Well, I'ma show you how to handle this. I'm about to change the locks and motherfuckers thinking Jada Kiss, perfectionist. When I shoot, I never miss. I'm down with the beat, cause when I spit, I get to reminisce. Young Tola says, I'ma start this from Genesis. It's total revelation. I'm still fucked up in cannabis. For heaven's sake, I'ma squash all my nemesis. Offer recognition so they show you who Ngabi is. Whoa, so you thought you got the recipe? Got yourself thinking that maybe you can handle me? Got yourself coding all my metaphors and similes. I'm rapping funny, I should change. Oh shit, silly me. Back with a different flow, coming for the industry. Minute I'm about to blow, middle finger enemy. Hennessy for energy, I use it as a remedy. So actually, I'm about to turn you to a memory. And if you lame, we gon' matter you like Tupac. I know I hit an app and I don't give two fucks. I smash your face with like something on my 2 tracks. I'm gon' leave you fucked up. It's messing like a food fight. So where the bars at, the trap flows, I had that. Once say it twice, cause you know you fucking had that. I said that, I meant it. Still here where you been at. The world is slipping on me, motherfucker, where my lane at? And if you tripping, as a salad on Muhammad. Stay big pimpin' at this 2 just as a fry hat. Still got bars, ngabong chela ngabo one side. Your chick ain't meeting, we skeletons and pirates. I've been ill, I'm just only getting sicker. Maybe it's the name, cause I got some this was sicker. Dumena ngosiga ngapikanda liya sinda. Pila li hip hop, la mapas went to singwa. I've been automatic, akuna clever sounds on shincha. Still getting credit, ngamapas in your fishiza. Ankatalela Kendra no michizo ngayikhiqiza. Ifana ne-cocaine, nami indoda ngiyayihlikiza. Basakhala ngibasiza, buthi usophala kudala nokunivala amasiza. Benbalabala sigcwala nale ganga, kwi-Jesus, inkalankala zwakala neganja. Jesus is high above.
Yo.
Kinda toxic.
Yeah, I'm finally live now.
Yeah, man, you're live. And you're
Yeah,
live
I'm
with
finally
Kitty.
live. Yo, yo, yo,
You're
yo!
live.
I can't believe it.
Hi.
Kitty, yo!
Hi,
I can't
Tando.
believe it. Yo, yo,
Hey, I'm
yo,
unmuted.
Hi,
yo!
Tando. How are you?
I'm very well, and yourself?
I'm okay, thank you.
Yo, I can't believe it. I
You
can't
know,
believe it.
Nando, do you know Kitty?
Yeah,
Nando, do you know
yeah,
Kitty?
Why?
yeah. Pardon?
From where? I'm on
Um,
mute.
On Twitter, on Twitter.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I was trying to find that video that you put on Twitter.
Yo, you can
I'm
you can
go out
check it
and
on
come
my.
back.
Pardon?
Yeah?
You can check it on my Twitter timeline because I think I just retweeted not so long ago.
Yeah, I can't find it here because I'll have to first log into my Twitter and all that nonsense, you know.
Yo, I'm sorry
Like
then.
everyone else, I don't have my passwords.
Yo, so is there any other way we can do it?
Oh, that's you freestyling, man. Wait, let me sort out Amu. Amu is frozen. Amu, get out and come
I was
back.
gonna say you've got Amo right here.
I see,
Amu
I
must
see.
go out and come back. That's why I wanted Amu here, man.
But
Yo,
I think
maybe
Amo
Are you?
with us.
Do you have any music out that's released now?
Yeah, I do. I've got a new song with Nick.
And come back.
Excuse me.
Pardon? I've
You've
got
got
a
a new
new song.
song. You've got a new song with?
With a guy called Nick Ego, and it just got playlisted in a radio station called VMN from New York in the States. And yeah, that's the latest song I just dropped, and I really feel good about it. I hope it will do well.
Where do people find your music or buy your music?
You can get my music on SoundCloud. It's Ndando Toxic. You can also get me on YouTube. It's Ndando Toxic. Audio Mac. It's Ndando Toxic. Even Slicker on Live. Yeah, it's Ndando Toxic everywhere. Even my Instagram, Facebook. You can also follow me anywhere.
And are you doing everything by yourself? Like you're not signed to anyone? Are you producing as well? Who makes your beats?
I still do everything by myself right now. I'm trying to get people to recognize the talent so I can push even further. I can push my talent even further. Right now, I'm doing everything by myself. I got my guys. I have Kev SA. I have Dexter. Those are the guy I'm pushing right now. We got a label called Toxic Records. It's not established yet, but we're still pushing. We're trying to get there, and we're still trying to get more artists to try and join the crew so we can grow more.
That's dope, man. How long have you been rapping, or how long have you been in the game?
I started in 2010, and I've been pushing for some time. I used to go to the full clip YFM since 2012, and I stopped when the show stopped in 2014. But after then, I've been pushing music and dropping mixtapes and other music. I even tried acting. I do a little bit of this and that. Yeah, I try a bit of everything I can do.
Where did you try acting?
Yeah, I was once an extra in Sibaya and a couple of it, it was something for me though. It was something for
Yeah, you
me.
tried. You tried.
What did you have to
What can
do?
I say?
What did you have to do as the extra?
Pardon?
What did you have to do as the extra?
Hey yo, it was a jail scene. I even mentioned it in some of my raps. It was a jail scene. I was in jail, so I don't know if some people remember it, but yeah, people my hood saw me.
I give you props. Props for that. Props for
That's
that.
it. That's proper hustle, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Man. I try.
Why toxic? Someone is asking, Tuto is asking, why toxic? Why Ntando toxic?
Why the name Toxic?
Yeah.
Because they gave me that name when I started rapping when I was still in high school. I used to drop a line that I like. There was one line I used to always drop in my freestyle and say, "Yo, I'm Dando, and I always toxic." That's where it all started. It was like talking sick, you know. Then I just figured maybe I should change it to Toxic. It sounded better that way.
I
Laughing at
want
my dread.
Wait, did Tuto's trouble? Tuto's just trouble. Tuto, you must stop it. Tuto. Sorry, Dando, it's not you. We are laughing at Tuto because we all know Tuto. You're like, I'm sorry.
so. How is that?
Tuto must stop it.
How is that beat in front of you that you can play on your computer?
Nah, fam. Didn't done.
Kimnat, Rodman. How are you, man?
Sharp man. Artlele ba bora ba. O mongwe wa tangalaza, o mongwe o shametlae.
Rodman.
Man. Kasi
I'm from Jamestown, Elandsfontein.
Uko Jamestown?
Yeah, I got Jamestown.
Sorry. Ay, sorry. Wa sa tla imithembisa, tla imathembisa or kagiso o sing katlego Jamestown ntwana.
Ba tlo mkwatela ko kasi then ke tlo ploma kae ba tlo re wena so kumele uthembisa no why can't I do it? They'll kill me.
Ngiyazidlalela nje yami, ngiyazidlalela otherwise
I'm nice. I'm just grateful right now.
Ithile thu ngathi ngikufikele. Wena usikhiture ngishaya ngwanes.
How are you doing?
Eish. Nanti kensekele mamethu right wona le day. Ballerina. No, man, I understand. I also about the title of the first black what.
No, it's too big. It's too big. It's really too big.
No, besides big, man, I'm just now. You know what? Personally, I'm tired of black people always being the first to aye.
Yeah.
Can we just
because you know what? In the field that you're in, I think we all are proud black people. We are proud of the fact that we've gotten ourselves this far. But at the end of the day, we are all in pursuit of excellence. So let's not try and make it all sound special by saying you're the first black this one, first black that one. Yeah.
No, you know what? I think my theory is I think it's white people that created that whole thing to separate. Like, when they feel like we enter their spaces, they've kind of compartmentalized. I can't do more than 3 syllables at a time. I can't. Not at this time. Scarf, 11. I can't do. I can't do multiple syllables. I'm sorry. So my thing is, I think boxing, to say, okay, cool, so that you're not part of the clan or the group or the cool kids. I don't know. That's how I've always viewed it. It's always that thing. I don't know. The first black to get an Academy Award. You're just not an Academy Award winner. No, you are the first black Academy Award. Why must it be an extra adjective? Why?
Tim Temeila was the first black person to move to town in Polokwane. He was the first black person to have a Bentley.
No, I know it happens, but I'm just saying, man, personally, man, I don't know. Like, you don't hear us saying the first white person to speak Sizulu, the first white person to speak Sizulu, the first white rapper. We don't say that.
Let's go back. Let's go back to Ntando, the first black rapper from Jamestown.
Yeah, I think I
Yes.
am. I think I am.
You must
I
wear
think
them
I am.
proud.
Do you wanna?
Never had anyone coming from Jamestown. I'm the only one representing. At least I try.
So
Ntando,
much fit. How's the scene there though?
Pardon?
How's the scene, Coach Jamestown?
Yeah, it's still small for now, but we're trying to get it bigger and bigger and bigger by making shows. But right now, since it's locked down, there is no movement except for these Twitter freestyles, and we try and do everything. But these guys, no one is really taking us serious because if they don't know you these days, you must fight for your way. Abdi.
But I'll try it. Lona, isn't the Jamestown scene part of the Eastern scene? You know, like Bo Foslo, Don Park. I mean, like you know what I mean? Like you look at Bo Squara Camp, you look at Deep Level, you know what I mean? Machita ko Wantol, ko Tema and whatnot. Don't you guys feel like you're affiliates of that scene?
Yeah,
that's how you know what Dollar I didn't pinch like what TJ Dollar, for example, it would go by Jamestown League and have events there, you know. So I figured you guys are kind of the same scene or something.
Yeah, we are kind of the same scene, but yeah, when you look at it, like it's kind of different when you're going to that side of because it's more like the hood side, where the whole is different. So at that side of town, they like that. Maybe that gassy raw type of talent, so that raw gassy rap so written type of vibe. That's the type of vibe they like, and it's not the type of music that will make you go commercials. And Tina from Jamestown right now, we're trying to do commercial music, even though we do have the bars, the real bars, but we try and make music to accommodate everyone so we can try and push it into the mainstream. So and when we go to a Makasana, most of the time we don't appeal because they like how
I'm a cheese boy.
Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. That's what they say.
No, you know the first rule, my man, is keep it real, you know. So you represent where you're from, and that's how you should do it.
So Ntando, are you gonna hook us up with a freestyle, or you wanna do the one that?
I'm tired. No, David. O ka founela mo repa ka nako. Wa tsa mo repa ra robala mfethu. You know,
David, it's like someone saying to you, like, okay, tell me something funny, make me laugh, like on the spot. You know what I mean? Or if someone says, Ari,
but it's a different story. To rap.
Okay, then I was trying to save you. Okay, go ahead.
No, Ntando wants to rap.
I was trying to save him.
No, Ntando wants to rap. Trust me, Kitty. He wants to rap.
The one who hijacked my show.
Rapper.
And now he's got my attention.
Let me play a beat. Then 5 squad.
Sorry, already. Hey, Ntwana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you can hear me. Check it. It's Thunder Toxic. Amu, shout out. The principal. Check it. Yo. Check it. Yo. I'm also here for keeps. Please don't take me cheap. I'm double with the nicest bitches say I'm too legit. So double check the speech I speak and practice while I preach. I'm reaching for the riches cause the bitches ain't gonna make me rich. So what you know about me? So you even haven't doubt me. I made a sin, I'm picture perfect. You can read about me. I may not give a feature forget cause you lie about me. Shit and on the go, but you don't know that you ain't shit without me. Offspring or verb, I kill niggas and proceed. Most of y'all are amateurs, moving in a pro speed. Oh shit, who that nigga killing niggas so sick, it's toxic. The same nigga make make your mama smoke weed. I'm back at it. Though I never turn my back at it. The flow is hazardous. I Stevie Wonder if they'll handle us. The bars are reckless. I'm killing niggas effortless. So looking every essence, special. I'm a SMS. Hinda benjalong sanok rapper nangebalong thathe kunye kube kubili ngolwesithathu phuka ingalo ubulawa uvalo kodwa ufuna uqopha umlando sathobele yami intando nasekasi gamontando. Whoa, I'm really nice, better than your favorite rapper. Calling him a heavyweight, skinny chin slanger. All they do is imitate, failing to initiate a better plan to educate. Oh, that is fucking great. So when I speak, they gon' call it hate. And when I speak, niggas gon' relate. Other fellas gon' debate. They know I'm sick and I'm hardly paid. And every chick wanna get a taste. The nigga always getting laid. I'm doing better than these fake rappers. Dropping campers for hookers, they ain't clappers. Driving fast cause they ain't us, they backstabbers. All they do is front bite, they chilling at the back of us. How ironic, bitter taste like I'm sipping Sonic. I am not a junkie, no a fucking alcoholic. Bars may be godly, but the flow is kinda gothic on that hashtag Saba as I'm heading on the topics. How you say I'm not sick, bitches call me toxic. Dwelling on the past when all my rhymes are futuristic. I see them going off the top because they cannot write shit. Donnas I'm a flop, they get in studio, then they write shit. Audi.
Yeah.
One tip, one tip. That was a dope verse, man. That was a dope verse. One tip to pitch up, ne. In the banana, we always. I wanna right now, ne.
Yeah.
For the maybe for the next few months.
Yo.
Uzamukhipha lela gama lela lele beach yabo.
Yeah.
Cheap right now. And mina ayithi mina ngiyakuthola but uzamukuthi uyishaya futhi lo rhyme in this day and age uthi kancane.
Yeah.
And then we need to balance first. Dope verse. I'm working on
thanks.
So izumthetho ukuthi esihlanganise yabo. Then so
man, thanks a lot. Thanks. You know I'm from the hood and all, and you know, minankala ngedata man.
So uthethe Mr. Dando uthe uphume Jemistine manje uphume kazi uthe wena Jemistine ngithi uyiputsho.
Yeah. It's a hood to its own level, young son. It's not that hood.
Like yeah, no, I get you.
No, Ntando, I'll hook you up with data, boy.
Yeah, thanks, Rodman. Nyabonga.
Sharp, send me your number. Send me your number.
Yeah, I'll do so.
Thanks for popping in, boy. That was dope.
Nice message from Duzi. Now,
hey, shout out to Ntando Toxic, our new artist. I'm one night. That's fine.
How good?
How good? You can say she was there.
Yes, I can see when I was there. Yes, I was there.
Why I must say my surname. Chawan.
No, the name on your.
Keramaret.
But who?
That's what I told all my boys.
Oh gosh.
Boys.
That's hilarious. Oh my god. Oh my
gosh. But you know, I had to tell that, you know, because it's a bit, because then I can't be in denial, you know. I mean, hip hop is very, very misogynistic.
But you know what? I think that was really great advice you gave to Ntando.
Yeah.
To Toxic. Yeah. I think that's really great advice, you know, because
we need to be careful, especially our genre. We need to be very careful right now, you know, because I know it's all in fun and games when, you know, the rhymes that we say sometimes, and we don't mean it. I mean, we're always justifying using that word and saying, no, it's not about the queens and the sisters, and, you know, it's just a general chicks around the way. But I think right now we need to, I don't know. I just personally feel we need to be a bit more sensitive right now, you know.
But also, also, you don't come from that school of thought of using a lot of cursing.
No, I've never said bitch. I've never referred to women as bitch in any of my rhymes. and I've never used the words nigger, and I don't look. I'm not dissing anyone that does. I'm just saying that's just a personal thing that I and also being the first, one of the few guys to actually rap in the country, you know. It was that thing out there, but with a nigga, nigga, bomb rapper, you know, my panka. So I've always tried to say no, not Wakai, you know. So I try to stay away from the terminology circles thing.
If you're one that has followed your career, I think, you know, the message is just as powerful without using any derogatory words or words that are a little bit sensitive. You know? So the message is just as powerful without such sensitive words. So
no, you know what the problem is, Kit, and I'm glad that I'm having this conversation with the sister.
So I love music. So listen, so this is me and on-air presenter talking to you, putting my 2 cents. Like, you know what I mean?
You're talking about Makatini, you know what I mean? Like I go from that to hip hop to even rock. David knows, you know. So for me is I can step out of our comfort zone within hip hop and look at how other people look at us from the outside. And I go, you know, people appreciate what we do. It's taken us so long for us to fight to make sure people consider it an art. And we were angry then I understand, because we were very militant, we understand. So I don't understand why it happens now, where I'm like, what are you angry about? And my thing is, with everything that's happening, I'm not hearing enough rappers rapping about that. Tekashi 6ix9ine came out with a song, Nicki Minaj, about partying. I'm like, come on, guys. Like, come on, guys. Black people are dying.
Authenticity.
Yeah, I'm like, Americans cannot be rapping about good times right now. I don't care who you are. You are not having a good time. You are not. I'm not trying to hear party raps. Don't lie to me. You know, that's why about Jay-Z are quiet, because they know, they're like, hey, dude, when I open my mouth, I need to say something. Something
with sustenance.
You know what I mean? I mean, J. Cole came out with a track a few days ago talking about, you know, they consider J. Cole the leader of the new school and one of the conscious rappers, you know, which I agree. Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. And he was saying on the song,
the new voice,
yeah, you know, and they would say, because people on social media were saying, where is J. Cole? Where is our leader? Hey, you are the conscious rapper. And J. Cole came out and said, no, guys, I'd never call myself the leader. I never call myself an activist. I'm just a conscious rapper, and I don't know everything, and I'm learning as I go. So you guys being against me for not coming out and saying anything and being an activist, I never said I was an activist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Do you understand? Like, I'm feeling entitled. So
it goes back to that thing now, how the people label you without even labeling yourself. Yeah.
Because I don't meet your expectations that you put on me. Now I'm bad. I can't go punch you. You know?
And for you, like, you know, the hip hop vocabulary right now, what do you think of it as it stands right now in 2020?
What vocabulary? There's no vocabulary in hip hop. If you're talking about the trap and mumble rap, what vocabulary? I don't have vocabulary. I must read. But I understand what you're saying.
I think it's a very ambiguous question, you know, without being literally meaning the vocabulary itself. I'm talking about, you know,
no, I can answer that.
The sustenance, I guess, behind the repertoire, I guess.
It hasn't changed really. It's always been bad, if you want, you know what I mean. But it was accompanied with consciousness. Like if you look at NWA, how about fuck the police? Do you understand? It's fuck the police, where they are pissed off at the police and they're talking about injustices. It wasn't just putting out, just swearing for the sake of swearing. It was them going, okay, the same thing with Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You know, when Martin Luther King came out and he says, yeah, I have a dream that white kids and black kids will be holding hands, walking together. And then Malcolm X comes out and he says, by any means necessary. And when JFK died, assassinated, he was like, that's the chickens coming home to roost. That woke white people up. That, you know what I mean? They were like, oh, these blacks are angry. you know, like the Black Panther, when they came out, they were like, oh, these people,
Yeah, let's be woke, yeah.
you know, and they're armed. Hey, let's wake up, let's listen to these blacks. So it's the same thing, hip hop, bo Machita, bo Trele, bo Ice Cube. They were using that to get an uproar that, you know, the industry can wake up and listen. But now it's just now they just hold it there. It's for no reason. It's just like, you know.
But what do you think we need to tone it back a bit and actually go back to? I guess maybe I'm saying it.
Stop buying it. We need to stop buying it.
Okay.
That's it. And consuming it, because at the end of the day, it's the machine that's in charge, not even hip hop. It's the machine that's in charge of what's going out there. And when they feel like a 6-year-old can recite those rhymes and click, and especially now because kids don't even have to go buy CDs at the store. So they can take their father's phone or their mother's phone and stream and go on iTunes or Spotify and click that explicit song. And then that's the scale they use now. Okay, this song has been streamed so many times at this time, blah, blah, and they go, people want to listen to this. So we just need to stop consuming it. And now I get offended when I see girls at a club dancing to a song and say, go bitch, shake your ass bitch, love it. And chicks are the ones that go crazy for those songs. So a new rapper, I think.
When a rich nigga wants you.
Yeah, what must a new rapper do? The new rapper comes in, he's like, okay, so this is what I need to do, because because we do music for girls. We make music for girls. So now they come out, they're like, oh, okay, no one is trying to listen to Kid Sweat anymore, where dude was talking about making love to a woman. They rather listen to Trey songs that says, I just want to fuck you and be out, and I want to fuck you and your friend while you're at it. So kids are like, okay, I'd rather do that than do the Boys to Men thing. That's just my observation.
Are you saying basically there's no hope? Or
no, there is.
Maybe I should ask.
No, there is.
Maybe I should ask what needs to be done differently to take it back to hip hop being authentic or music being authentic.
Yeah. No, look, there's still authentic hip hop out there. It's just it's not commercial. And the algorithms of YouTube, iTunes, don't favor that. Yeah, they push it to the back. You know, the top 10 by that material. And I don't want to be too political and be too deep about it, but the days about Public Enemy, where Public Enemy's fans, honestly, at their concerts, 90% of them were white kids. Even 95% of them were white kids. Kids that could afford to go buy the CDs, the albums, and pay for a concert ticket. But NWA, no hotlala makhowa. That's what people don't understand. And white America then, Reagan, it was a problem for them. No, we can't have these black kids from Compton and you know what I mean, and from Brooklyn and the Bronx talking to our white kids and our white kids trying to be like them. No. We can't have that. You pretty much remember back then that stuff was the commercial stuff. That was the stuff that was selling about 3 million copies. It was never underground. Wu-Tang Clan was commercial. They had a video game. But now, Babu Onore, it's a bit too conscious for, and I'm not afraid to say it, they straight up said it like that. It was too conscious for the masses. And then when the bubble gum came out, they're like, this is it. White people always want us to see us dance and sing and don't talk. Dance and sing and exit stage left. I can get exit stage left. Bye-bye. And that's where they want us. Yeah. Because if you can do that and do it better than them and then speak some sense, it's a problem. And Kitty and you can't tell me you've never had roadblocks, Kitty.
Yeah, and I think it's the poetry behind the storytelling that needs to come back, you know. Oh my gosh. Is this like a reunion? What's going on?
I'm listening to you guys, man.
Australia.
I'm in Joburg.
Oh my God.
That's whack.
What's happening, people?
Is this like a reunion?
Hey guys, welcome Loyiso Gola. They want to know.
Wait. Amo, I'd like to comment on what you guys are talking about. That's why I'm here, first and foremost.
Yeah.
I think that
and by the way, before Kulum, and by the way, guys, Loyiso is a hip hop head of note. Anyway, I'll continue.
No, yeah, okay. I mean, listen to me. Okay, I think what hip hop is like people. I understand the wokeness of it, but I think people miss a point and an opportunity to engage rap music when they're like, yo, rap music is homophobic. But the truth of the matter, it's where rap music comes from. It comes from a place of deep pain. It comes from exclusion from health care systems, education, being not protected by the cops. It's angry music. There's no way rap is not going to be misogynistic. There's no way rap is not going to be homophobic. It's just the people who produce the music are from the worst environment possible. So there's no way you can hold a person, like you can't tell me you're gonna hold Seinfeld and motherfucking ODB to the same standard. Do you understand what I mean? I just go, well,
what an analogy, Jesus Christ, yeah.
These are two different human beings with two different sets of circumstances. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes what happens is I have these conversations all the time. I go, yeah, you can. When you say rap must not be homophobic, what you're saying is rap has to be inclusive, right? So when you're talking about inclusion, the people who make rap music are the most excluded. So you cannot hold them accountable or responsible for inclusion. They're the people who are fighting for inclusion. It's like a weird. So when I hear people bashing, and I go, I get it. But rap is it's gutter music.
No.
And I hate the fact that rap is becoming more middle class.
Yes.
In terms of like back in the day, like there were very few middle class rappers, and you had to be really special to be like from the middle class, and then be like the Fugees are like probably one of the only few groups where it was like, oh, they from a middle class background, all their parents are together, they were, you know, that kind of, and then Kweli and those, you know, but the rest of like rap music, DMX's parents are not together.
Tupac.
So,
no, Tupac is middle class. But anyway, yeah.
No, he's not. Oh my God.
Who? What about Tupac?
Tupac came from a disturbed background, man.
Well, it depends.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
listen, man.
Tupac used to dance for Two Life for thingy, like with a blow up doll. Like, but we'll get into Tupac.
Digital Underground.
Yeah. It's you know, the thing is, there's two phases to Tupac. But anyway, we'll get into that one day. There's the one you guys know. There's the Tupac you guys, the Death Row Tupac you know. And then there's the Tupac pre-Death Row.
Pac was a dancer.
Yeah.
But,
you know?
I mean, that's neither here or there. I mean, people dance. It's not a problem.
No, look, you make a good point there. My only issue now is we've got a lot of middle class rappers now, and the rap that they do now is hella way more gullier than, it's not even gully because it doesn't come with skill, but it's dirtier than what it used to be. Well, I'm like, no, but you have no reason. My thing is, you have no reason rapping about that. You should be rapping about your backpack and hanging out at the mall with your white friends. You have that's why I respect Tyler the Creator. You
It's
feel
so
me?
funny
I
you
don't-
say gully. You know, when you say gully, you remind me of that movie called Brown Sugar, when Mos Def was telling character Antoinina that you are so gully, and he was like, I'm a gully, but like when you say gully now, you put it in so much perspective, because I always wanted to know what he actually meant by that when he says gully. So sorry to digress,
No,
but it's
you know
really
what's so
interesting.
crazy about? I used to impress my English teacher with words I heard from rap music, like words like gully, like swag,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
gritty, and you'd be like, "Where did you hear that? These kids don't
Yeah,
talk
so you
like
just
that."
took me back to like movies from back then, like Brown Sugar. When you say gully, yeah, so it's actually, you're quite right. Like there's some beautiful, beautiful repertoire in terms of
Did you say
vocabulary.
repertoire?
No, she's a
Repertoire.
ballerina, dog. She's a ballerina, dog. She speak different, son.
Did you say repertoire?
No, repertoire.
Oh, I said, yo, I was like, I've never heard that word.
Nah, repertoire.
Repertoire, yeah, no, repertoire.
So,
Yeah.
watch yourself, Louise. And show your neck.
Oh, no.
Ask you to show your neck.
I know she's a ballerina.
Show your neck.
Watch my neck. What are you
Show
listening to?
Tuna wants him to show your
Show
neck.
your neck. Hey, ula ngata unanda. Muyatanki. Tanki njayam.
I'm gonna show you my neck.
No, you must show.
It was my nephew's birthday today, so I went to go drop off a gift. I was hanging out with him a little bit. So I always ask him, yo, what are you listening to? And he's listening to 6ix9ine, you know? And I'm like, this is crazy. So I say, yo, show me the 6ix9ine video. Yeah. Huh?
How old is he?
He turned 13 today. So
Yeah.
so I'm like, okay, show me this 6ix9ine video. Yo, man. I was like,
The trolls with it's a porn video, boss.
It's a porn, bro. Like, yo, man, I don't remember listen, rap was highly sexualized back then, but that was new levels. I was like,
Yeah.
There's no way, like, if I have a kid and there's no 13-year-old of mine watching that, like, there's no way, man. Like,
This shit is out there, right? So
What's
YouTube.
What's the video called?
Trolls.
Hey, man.
Trolls. TROLLZ.
David, don't go there, please.
Yeah, it's
No,
wild.
David, he's probably happy. He's gonna go there.
What do you say? Look, there's two of them.
Yeah, it's really wild. It's really wild. It was like, oh man, this is quite a.
Yeah, it wasn't nice. It wasn't like Ram Shaker. It wasn't like Ram Shaker. Remember when you first saw Ram Shaker?
Yeah. Trade on shares.
But Ram Shaker was like, it was sexual, but yo, man,
Yeah.
it wasn't like.
At least Ram Shaker.
Nah, it was all sexual, but this is some other thing. David,
Yeah.
I'm not enjoying this anymore. Like now I can only see a small portion of. Just go back to normal. The people will find the video.
David does that. He just like finds, you mention something, he goes and finds it. So don't mention anything like that.
David thinks by his children. He's like,
Yes, you mentioned something, he finds it. Like I was telling him about something earlier, and he was busy looking for it. Don't mention anything that's lookable.
yeah. So and also you must remember, rap is like the biggest sort of like. It's the biggest genre of music now in terms of sales.
Yeah.
In terms of like generating revenue and so the spotlight is definitely going to be on rap music. But the idea of rap music even being the #1 genre in the world is the idea that Black people are doing it. Like it's a Black idea.
Yeah.
It's like, like it's so crazy this week, I was talking to someone about like just trusting myself, and I was saying to them, when I was 15, I used to listen to rap music. I used to walk down the street. People used to call me all kinds of names. But in my head, I was like, you niggas are missing out. Like when I saw it, I never saw it as like, man, I was like, you guys don't even understand. If you're not on the rap shit right now, you off. And I was 15 years old. Then when I was 17 years old, I got called by this dude. We're playing a football game. He said, yo, I've got the trials at Hellenic. Remember Hellenic back then? Go try out. Just go try out. The guy said, yo, just go try. I think you can make it. You can make the team there under 17. Just go try. Then I told my friend, and my friends made fun of me. They were like, you play. And I wasn't the best player, but a coach sees other things. When I was 17, same year, I started doing stand-up. After watching David at the Baxter Theater, how long was you around? 3 weeks. I came to see the show about 6 times.
2 weeks.
Then I was like, I'm gonna do stand-up. Then I told my friends I'm gonna do stand-up. They laughed at me. Then I was like, but I continued. But I can tell you many stories where you just share the thing and people laugh or whatever. But because of rap music and because rap music became the biggest genre in the world, I have learned to trust myself. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I was on this when I was 15. I was 15 years old. I didn't know much. I didn't pay taxes. I didn't know anything. I was learning to use a scientific calculator. But in my mind, my brain was like, this is it for black people. If you black, now they can tell you, now they can, they can sit in chairs and debate best albums. I'm like, my nigga, I'm telling you, when I was 15, I was on this and I knew it. You niggas were listening to rock. You niggas were listening to Around the World, Around the World. I was like, around the world, my nigga. I'm listening to Red Man. What are you talking about?
Cats were listening to Chico, I'm a Soldier. Talking about.
So we were like, this is it. Now the world is caught up. And
here's the beauty about what you just said, Ntwana. For me is ukhulele kasi, say 85. I'm trying to tell
you. Hold on. Yeah. I haven't lived in the hood since I was 12, man.
Yeah. No.
I've been
You should never forget.
Here's why. I want to go play football. But anyway, you try to tell Machita, right? Nakona Marsing, I understand why they never really jumped onto it. Because Bochela Machita and Naskatu Bachela Ngeride, Yehudini, or Bachela and Fat Boys, yabo. But moving on, yabo. The advantage of us having listened or jumped onto hip hop earlier is that a lot of people now have to play catch up. So that's why I walk around with an arrogant look on my face. Like if I walk into a room and they're playing hip hop, I'm like, next, no, okay, la, it's like, shut up, young toy. So it's that beauty. So like you said, when people sit around the table and talk about hip hop and the best album, I'm like, no, go on. Yazi fananan. And adult umama or ubaba at home watching the kids play in the Chinese apparently, you watch them like, oh, that's, when they're playing house, you're like, oh, that's so nice.
Just came onto something actually. He's just saying like, it's just pop, it's just popular music, no content. And I think that's the crux of probably the issue right now, the lack of storytelling, the lack of content, so.
But here's the thing, Kitty. For me as an artist, like as a rap artist, my dream has always been to have the AKAs, the Caspers, the Questers. Because what we fought for, if we didn't get here, it would have been for nothing, right? But I understand what people are saying about sonically. I think people just don't like the new sound. It's sonics. I can't relate to sonically. I cannot relate to hip hop right now, and it's not
I'm with you there.
And it's not made for you.
Yeah, and that's why I don't beef with. That's why I don't have beef. I'm like, it's not for me. It's.
Boy, I've never owned Gucci in my life.
David,
can I ask you something?
I could have bought you some. You know that.
No, I don't want it.
No repeat.
You try. Say what you
I
want to
wanted
say.
to ask
Kitty.
you something. Do you not think, because I find that, local hip hop, I think now, maybe you could say international hip hop too, I find that because of lack of, I keep bringing up this word authenticity because that's originality at the same time, that a lot of artists, hip hop artists, are forced to sampling your classics to make it into something supposedly as what you want to call relevant, which classics are always relevant to date, but now giving it a hip hop spin, with a sample classic. Do you not find maybe this is what's happening at the moment, that that the hip hop industry is under that pressure, that to still sound authentic and maybe original, is that there are kind of pressure to sample a lot of music, like for instance, like when you say AKA sampling something from Ntate Tshepo Tshola, or your likes of Ntate Keifa Semenya, which it sounded like sounding quite relevant to a lot of new hip-hop heads type of thing. But you find that is a lot of pressure that's happening right now in the hip-hop industry.
Okay, quickly, now, speaking for Keenan doing that, I don't think it's pressure. One thing I know about him, musically, I don't think he goes through a lot of pressure. I think it's also growth. I think on his side is just growth, where he's like,
this is me just learning as well.
Yeah, let me try new things, I'm just playing devil's advocate here, but I think that's what the angle is. Let me try. Even like if I have to drop an album now, I won't use the same samples I used on my first album. You feel me? Because there's a lot of stuff that I've actually consumed, but it'll still be old shit. It'll still be your Coltrane's and but there's I think I'll approach it differently than I did on my first album.
Okay.
But you know what I think?
Yeah.
I think that because melodies are so hard to come by. Yeah. So even the best rap music is really like, rap music is a sample, right? So all rap music is sample. Until the sample, it was harder to clear things.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I find that in music, in hip hop as well, musicality is very important as well.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, now we can. It's the Illuminati, son. They're cutting you out there. It's the man.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You were saying something?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Loud and clear.
No, we can hear you.
Talking about melodies are hard to come back.
I see where Loy was going with that. Is that melodies are hard, so therefore people sample, right? Not necessarily, because if you listen to the hip hop now, it's they don't sample these kids. With the trap stuff, they try to come up with their own melodies, right? But what made hip hop very authentic is that the sampling of old stuff just made it sound timeless in a way. Do you understand? You have people like the Roots that came out and started playing live, but that's an anomaly. Like those dudes that's next level. That's but the sampling, I know a lot of guys sample. Personally, I sample. My influences, and I want to share my influences. Like where if I'm sampling a Miles Davis, I'm not gonna try to replay a Miles Davis. He's a Miles Davis because he's a Miles Davis, and not funny enough, my biggest songs are not samples. Like Egg Crazily Since I Met You, those I had to play. I didn't sample or whatever. But Loy is right. It's for a lot of kids, it's hard to come up because a lot of them are not musically trained. It's a kid at home with a drum machine and a sampler, and he's like, yo, I'm gonna make it out of these gully streets by any means necessary, and
yeah, thank you.
I don't know, it's just my take.
Sure.
But I know Loy food.
Yeah, you're frozen.
Wow, hotspot next door.
It's so amazing that we have this platform. It's like, you know, when you have like your bucket list, because, you know, I used to have a hip hop feature on my radio show when I was at Radio 2000, and you were always on my list of artists to have a conversation with. So this is so amazing. I'm having a conversation with you. So thank you.
No,
Yeah.
I hate interviews, to be honest with you. I love conversations.
No. That's what I always call them. That's why, for me, my radio show, what I always love, I always used to say, my tagline used to say, it's having conversations with music.
Yeah.
You know, because conversations with music are so important, because a conversation with a particular track may be a different conversation for you to the next person. You know, so an interview for me, it's a little bit impersonal. A conversation is more, you know, you get to really interject into the person's soul and trail of thought as to how the relationship with music interjects together. You know, so that's why I say a conversation with music and the artist as well. So this is so beautiful that I'm having this moment.
No, that's why for me, I'm like, you know, like I'll go to Metro, and then you get there and it's a 15-minute interview. And I'm like, Jesus, like I got what next? They asked me about the color of my underwear. Like, no one cares about what I had for breakfast. Like, no one gives a fuck what I had for breakfast, you know? So for me, I'd rather, and you know how conversations work. They build up. Like, if you're going to have like a 3-hour conversation, your peak will probably be on your second hour, you know, where you start having heated conversations. So you need to have like the warm up. You can't have a conversation in 15 minutes. And
that's why I used to always love nighttime radio, because especially when you have certain features, like, you know, a person like yourself, you go through a whole journey, just like one big musical conversation with you.
I would have done it. They will phone it.
Yeah.
I would have done it.
Yeah, so it's just like, you know, sometimes you don't know if someone will be able to stay up and have a chat with you so late in the morning.
No, because never sample.
But that's what's so beautiful, though, because you have such beautiful conversations about music. It's good. Ipitla, man. Because how Ipitla, it means you're doing something good, you know?
No. You know, I'm just not happy with a lot of things, you know. With my people. That's why I'm just like.
Yeah. I'm just really happy to be having this conversation with you. Thank you.
No, hip hop the only solution, stop consuming it. Stop consuming what you don't like, because at the end of the day, I choose a chelete. Algorithms are going to change up because babano chelete emo. You understand? If they see more streams, it's on. Like for example, lona ko pale. Nanga fika ko pale. Se batla shapa pale ka di Timberland. Se ka pe di Timberland. Ke shapa di jumping yana tse fucked up. I can never shebella like.
No.
You'll never support that, right? If I go to Broadway and I'm wearing Timberland boots and it's me here with a fucking bomber jacket, you're not gonna watch that, right? And then no one is gonna book that, or you know what I mean? Like, but now in hip hop, it's like no rules. People can come in and fucking do their shit. It's like them wearing fucking Timberland and doing ballet. That's how I feel about hip hop. So, but funny enough, those people have an audience. And that's why they strive, you know. And I'm sitting here, Liloy, and he knows we have these conversations. We're sitting here, we're like, what the fuck's going on? Why is this guy huge? What the fuck? Do you understand? And then you have guys like Griselda that come out.
We're all grumpy men, brother.
No, besides people grumpy, jam. Look at this grumpy. You wanna Loy?
I love being grumpy.
Yeah, sizenayo talento le. Babangekho labafana. These boys. So my issue is this is not what we wanted, Lloyd. Let's be fucking honest. This is not what we wanted.
No, I hear you.
And I'm not hating on them making money. I'm like, make your money, dog. But don't expect me to come out and co-sign your shit. I won't. I will co-sign you making money as a black man. But I'm not gonna say you are dope. Mama would say, if you have nothing nice to say nothing. So I say nothing. You know what I mean? And and the new kids, I fucks with these new kids, but you know the few. Like I fucks with the Kaz, I'll fucks with the Keenan, I'll fucks with the Questa, I'll fucks, you know what I mean? I'll fucks with the youngster CPT, you know what I mean? I fucks with these kids on different levels each, because this one I fucks with you because hey, we are Squalisi Stadium, Donam. Hi, as Kulmenge Stadium. And then Lona hey, Tanda my tabloid, as Kulmenge my tabloid. And then Lona it. When I'm such a humble kid, let's talk about that, you know what I mean? But on different levels. Even now, I go online and I play with them. I play PlayStation online with these cats. I'm told. And that's and then I'll have a different conversation with Loy. It will be about the grumpy old shit.
Yo, are you listening to Griselda?
What? Buffalo niggas. What? All that time. Oh, and like I was saying,
yo, do you listen to Griselda?
Like I'm saying, when Griselda came out, right? You know, we've been fucking with these cats for days, right? For years. But this album, dude.
Oh wow, what a throwback!
Check out the cameos.
David!
Cameos.
What the fuck?
Check out the cameos.
What a throwback! David has got
Fucking
tendency
Amma
like
doesn't even know how to play
that.
poker.
I can. I've got a game on my phone. I'm on the phone though. No need for a poker face. I'm on the phone.
You don't even know how to play pretending with. You don't smoke cigars. You don't play poker. Fake ass rapper.
I smoke cigars now. I'm trying to. I'm full of. I'm
Yo, but those Buffalo Cats are the best thing right now, bro.
Boss. And they're hardcore, and they are the biggest. I personally think they're the most buzzing around the world right now. You must check them out, David. Griselda, what's his name? The Butcher. It's and my favorite. What's wrong with me tonight? I want to David man. What's that to me? Show you 8.
You ain't gonna get it.
No, you know why? You can't accommodate the American.
Griselda Blanco.
He's trying to cater for Americans, yeah. Kanako.
No, man. What group is in this country?
Benny the Butcher.
Yeah. I'm told.
Benny the Butcher, Conway.
Yeah, Conway
and where's that gun?
Hey yo. Dave, get idea, man. What video are you looking for?
Which one? The Beds, Dr. Beds.
Yeah. You won't understand, Dave. It's too hard, son. It's grimy.
Wait, Badge. I'm on so I Twitter so wait, Badge. He's on a mission. Did a lot of hip hop videos, eh?
There goes my money.
Dr. Birds is.
Oh, David, this is in comedy terms. This is what I say, red forms.
Yeah, no, you'll see me there just because the PR team invited me, and now Amu and them want tickets from me. So now I'm going to this concert. But I'm just going to now I'm just going to PT the whole night.
No, thanks for your audience.
The drinks, the hot dog rolls.
No, but Dave.
But I'm just I don't know about this.
Dave, you know what's sad about you though? These things there's like these guys. Everyone you know, all of your friends will be there. From Loyiso to Kahiso to everybody will be there. Losing their minds, like yo. Even Joy Rasdin will be there, like
And then they will be there going, who are these niggas in me? I've never seen these niggas. Are these niggas on SABC, nigga? What's going on?
I never see that. Fuck.
Yeah, but yo, man, Griselda, man. Oh my word, man. My word. They saved my year, bro. They saved my last 2 years. Where I'm like, oh my god.
But
I would have died without those guys.
The intro song. Hey, Baba.
It's the right song, man.
Loyiso, they're asking you many questions, you know, about stand-up here. I don't know if you can see the questions.
They want the Text Right song, the song you made.
Oh, Gumyam and Linyam.
Yeah.
And Loyiso, they're asking Loyiso a lot about, you know.
Stand up. When I watch the stand up special, I think the question was.
Yo,
let's feed this.
I'm taking a break from stand up. I have not done stand up in a long time.
Yeah.
This is the song
so I'm concerned. This is a break.
This is the song they're asking about.
Yeah.
Text Right.
I'm who produced the song.
He's got frame rate problems there, man.
I'm the one who produced the song. This was 8 years ago, exactly today.
Wow.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was trying to see this. He wasn't featured. Lois was like, get this shit out of here, man. Like, I wasn't on this thing. Friday, I'm Friday.
I'm the song. I'm who makes all the music in my movie.
Yo, my face. Good old days, my friend.
Yeah. That's what David was talking about. We covered like how fella, you know.
My face. That was cool, my face.
Yo.
And your art director is a rapper, Neon.
Oh my gosh.
And we did this without any metro cops. There were no stunt drivers. There was nothing. It was just us.
It's for life, guys. Aviation carousel, then she took the shop.
They're striking on Monday, guys. Taxi drivers are gonna block all the road.
What's up to you, man? Hi. That's higher. Buffalo. Link, man.
Wow.
It's just alive, but it's much freeze it or Hello,
Loyiso always freezing. You come back. Listen, gentlemen, I've got to love and leave you. Thank you so
Wait.
I've got an early start in the morning. I've got an early start of training.
Like yoga and Pilates.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah. Why does it sound like it's not good?
I have to show you this.
Guys, my connection is bad, and I want to watch The Sopranos now.
Because here we tried to make the sequel to the other opening for the TV series.
Yeah, I want to sleep.
We were trying to make a sequel to the other opening.
my house like stole everything like damn it in the mic. I swear these ain't no black crooks. The bitch is no fool. The dogs are afraid that someone took the dip inside the pool. My mama said go the days like these. I should have kept my essence of working and safe from shit. I see. Thought I chose to relocate and be a target. My niggas got retarded. Now I'm even still keeping out. It's dark up in the bitch. It's so black like bitch.
I love it.
This is mad wrong. I can barely afford to pay my bond. My wife ain't home yet. I know she's gonna freak out. Blame it on the fortunate people I had in the house. I should have made friends with you, my friend. They should have let the business cards on the floor. No one asked out, no couch to pass out, no plasma to brag about, no system to blast out. This job's like a hundred dollar. That shop. I keep my studio white. I have to see what's in black and white. It knows it looks right. Insurance. I couldn't even feel insurance. Should have stopped with my wife, bitch. I would have had insurance. Now I'm even scared to go outside. It's dark up in the bitch.
Oh no.
Did you see the guest appearance? Kev,
There was no protection here whatsoever.
I'm finished.
did you see guest appearance? The misspelling something. I guess it was kind of a COVID.
Hi, David. Secret.
No,
I'll text you right.
So when you runa ro shebella gae?
Eh?
Ro shebella gae fethu. What's it ntho tse
Nah.
fethu?
Because you said David, ke tla mo tsebisa, o tla le tsebisa.
David
I'm working on something, but David is like kind of giving me some ideas too, because like I don't know how to explore, this new realm that we're in terms of trying to exploit technology and so. But there's something that I'm working towards, so I'll definitely let you know. I can't say right now, but I'll definitely let you guys know. Yeah. So hence I have to work so hard physically.
And then tell me, within ballet, just tell me quickly, né? Are there other derivatives, like are there other subgenres? Like with poetry, where you have poetry slam, and you have your traditional poetry, and then you have your Carl Headcock, that will do poetry over like hip hop beats and stuff.
Absolutely.
Is in ballet, are there branches where you can kind of have like a more, what do I say? I don't want to use the word, but white people use it, a more urban.
Yeah, there are definitely different styles within the form itself. So, I guess being a ballerina does not mean that you must do ballet only. It must be classical first, neoclassical, then contemporary. And obviously in dance as a whole, you can get, African contemporary, African dance, tap dance, so yeah, there's so many styles within, the within dance itself. So there's so many styles, but I guess I specialize in classical, neoclassical, and contemporary. So those are styles that I do mainly. Yeah.
No, because the thing is, for me with ballet, I think it's one thing that we can introduce to a lot of our girls, because a lot of young girls want to do ballet, but it's either kokasi. I know growing up, kokasi, it's either there were no facilities, and I knew a lot of, even my sister wanted to do ballet, The way I look at it is, you never hear any drama kadi ballerina. Every ballerina you see they're well managed, and the discipline also with the art,
Yeah.
And I feel it's one of those things that we can teach the kids, man. And I don't know. Obviously, we need to make them interested in the art in a way, right? Not even then, because it's not their choice to go do ballet. I think their parents to go. It's an alternative for my kid to actually go do ballet because it's healthy, and they you know what I mean. They learn a lot with the discipline, and they learn a lot about culture and music. You know what I mean? Where other people, because
it's not just about dancing. Actually, you just nailed it about culture and music. I think one of my dreams, as time goes, because it's important that girls get into ballet, that we make it more accessible and tangible for our Black community. But it would be so great one day, under the other umbrella, the one umbrella of what Kitty Phetla wants to produce in terms of having another ballet company or a contemporary company or another mixed company, but under that umbrella, I'd love to have an all-male company, because we are in such shortage of male dancers, because I want to get to that point where we don't have to bring in international dancers in order to lift the standard of different companies that we have, because that's what happens, because you find that we don't have enough male dancers in South Africa.
Like that battle, it will have to start.
I want that to be my mission in life, that we need to break that stigma, because people are so worried that if a boy does ballet, it means you're going to be gay. So what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Ballet gives you so much more than a parent worrying about a child's sexuality. Do you know what I mean? If anything, it allows yourself to be in touch with yourself. It gives you such a beautiful discipline that goes outside of dancing. Imagine as a man, right now we're dealing with gender-based violence, and they always say that it starts from home. So I say, listen, let's focus on our boy child, So for me, that is what I want to do, because maybe that might just change the statistics of gender-based violence because of the background of ballet, because ballet gives you that much more,
I agree with you. Like, for example, this society, I mean, because look, I look at Hamilton. I haven't seen Hamilton, right? I don't know anyone that has seen Hamilton.
Yeah.
But the dude that plays Hamilton.
Amanda and Brian have seen it in New York.
Oh, okay. So the Hamilton dude, what's his name? The guy that plays Hamilton, the guy, the black guy, whatever, Hispanic guy.
I'm very bad at names.
Isn't he like a ballerina by practice? He strikes me as a ballerina. I don't know. I've got it.
Sorry, I haven't. Sorry, I thought you were talking about something else. So I haven't seen this movie. Sorry.
No, Hamilton.
It's a Broadway play. It's I think the biggest or probably the first entire black cast.
Oh, my apologies. I actually haven't seen it.
I'm gonna check it out. It's I guess they use the umbrella hip hop too, so they rap. The raps are whack, but.
I'm gonna check it out. I haven't seen it. Oh my gosh, yeah. Because usually I like to keep myself updated as to what's going on. I have not seen it.
Yeah, but like I'm saying, it's a lot of guys went, checked it out. They were like, oh, it was cool, but it's a musical, and I think there's ballet in it. In contemporary.
Can I tell you something? And this is a fact. Internationally, as a male dancer, or let me not even say ballet, as a male dancer, it is so respected, that you're a male dancer, you're a male that is in the form of dance or ballet. It is something that is held in such a high regard. I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
but there's such a huge need for male dancers, especially in South Africa. There's a huge need.
But if you look at it in the States, someone like Fred Astaire is considered a legend, So I think it's also that legendary status that those guys get for guys who feel comfortable to do it. And you look at Fame. I grew up watching Fame. Those guys made it look cool. You know what I mean? It was like, it's cool. But when I look at it now, I'm like,
it's cool.
Some of these dudes look a bit fruity, but cool. but back then, for me as a kid, even that song, I have it now and again. I have it as a ringtone, you know. And
let me
but
tell you something. You know, when you watch, sorry to interrupt you, like, you know, when you come to a performance as a choreographer myself, it is so exciting when you have a full cast of men to work with. You know, there's just something about dancing or ballet looking so much. I mean, you know, females as ballerinas, it looks beautiful, it looks gracious because it's supposed to look perfect like that.
the lines,
Especially women. Yeah,
silhouette,
it just finishes the whole beautiful picture of the art form of ballet. But when you have a full cast of men, it just makes it more exciting. There's a lot of, and I don't mean to make it sound so crass, but it just makes it look so much more real. It doesn't look so much like a fantasy. It just it gives it that exciting element. And as a choreographer, seeing men moving all in unison, it's really, really exciting. And we don't have enough of that. Like, even audiences, when they see a cast of men coming on stage doing ballet, contemporary, or neoclassical, people will always talk about that part of the night because there's such a huge lack of that on stage versus when you go overseas and go watch any other company in Europe or in America. You know, there's loads and loads of it because it's not taboo to be a male dancer, whereas it is here. And I would love to be part of that transformation and, you know, dropping or changing that stigma around black boys being dancers.
It's someone else. Manager, before Tamai.
Yeah.
Swan Lake, people just Swan Lake. I guess it was supposed to happen now, I guess. During lockdown.
In April. I think it was the guys from St. Petersburg. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you part of that?
No. Those are guys from Russia, from St. Petersburg. Yeah, no, I'm not going.
They're not going. They must pay homage to you guys. They must come here. So about can't pass China again. So about fit them away. That would be great. I thought of taking my nieces, you know.
But you should. You should. You know, because it's always good to see it all, you know, because you can never get enough of it, you know.
Yeah, because I watched Swan Lake. I watched Swan Lake in London years ago. It's actually I actually watched it for that song, for the Swan Lake song.
Which one?
I wanted to hear that song.
Yeah, you're losing our viewers.
Keep my especially. They must be strong.
Tell our viewers, Mama Porris.
It's a ballet. This is a ballet special, fam. You can't.
Hey, listen. Take that and make it into something beautiful and musical.
Like you, black boys dance too.
Yeah, since I'm saying black boys dance too, yeah. So
no,
it's not
but on the real though, Kitty,
yeah,
man.
I like that hashtag black boys dance too. I love that.
You know what?
Because we need to change that because there's such a focus on, we need to make more black ballerinas. Hey, what about the boys too?
Yeah, but here's the thing, though, Kitty. My thing is always political, not political. Everything I do, I try to have a pro-black angle to it, man. The advantage of being black is because even slaves, they were given malamochodu, you know, they were given the leftovers from the food, and black people learned how to make great dishes out of that white people now come here to eat, which is funny, but anyway, one toilet. So with black people, we always learning other cultures, which makes us very special, and that's an advantage to us, you know. Where other races are like, no, this is our thing, we're gonna stick to our thing, we don't want to learn anything else. So that's why I support the whole thing of black people learning how to play classical music and doing stuff like ballet and you know, what that are considered white cultures.
You know what? We've been doing this for so long, you know, as so-called, you know, black people. We've been doing this so long. Black people training in classical music, black people doing classical ballet. It's just now we are now very aware that we need to make it more tangible, you know, that, you know, we need to take this art form to our people, you know, so So it's not such. It can't be such an exclusive thing anymore. So,
No,
yeah.
we first had to have legends like you first. Like we had to have the guys that did people that did it first, so that you can then pass it on. You had to go fucks with the white people and learn all of that. You had to be by yourself to master that, like, and bring it back. Otherwise, you couldn't be hanging out with black folk who dlala netball. Nakhane if no tsamele wa dlala netball. But di ka di shit tsa bo take dlala netball. You understand? You can't. You are like you had to be the sacrificial lamb. Understand? And then come home and bring it back. You feel me? So the sacrifices you made, and I know they were not easy, Wanakokhai. I know for a fact. When you have to tell your mom, pinky. I understand, and white kids always have a budget to come to that. They probably even have a dance studio in their backyard with a pole, and you know what I mean. So for me, it's important that you keep learning that. Still, they've been stealing from us. They took rock music. Everything they are now, they took from us. So go take that shit, bring it back like Tiger Woods, and fuck them over. That I'm sorry for. It's not a racial statement, but it's just like, yo, I get it. It's a friendly boxing match. It's friendly. It's friendly. Oh, you take this, we're gonna take that, and we're gonna fuck it up. You understand? And Nahana adding soul to. That's why when you said Makatini and you, I'm like, yo, that's dope. That's one up on them. They can't do that. You know what I mean? They can dance, but where are they gonna get the jazz element to it?
Yeah, I think a project like that it makes me proud, feeling authentically me. Because I was able to take myself out of something and actually tell a story from an outside in kind of person. Here's a jazz musician that I've always loved and loved his work and love what he stands for, and love hearing him talk as well. And I just came in as the dancer and just being a narrator, and this thing just really blew up and people just loved it, and I just feel very authentically me when it comes to this project with Nduduzo Makatini. So thank you.
Like you, I'd love to meet him. Tell him I love his music. When I'm back, I'd love to do something with him.
And he is so versatile. This is so amazing about Nduduzo. Like, he's very, very versatile, and I have such immense respect for him. So it would be so amazing if you guys could do something together.
Yeah, because I miss my Chancellor Moses Mleleko. Please, like, you can't.
I will. Listen, gentlemen, on that note, I've got to be out. I've got an early start. Thank you so much, David, for having me.
Thanks for coming, babe.
Yeah. We'll chat soon.
You are the only.
I'll meet you on the golf course.
You are the only part of the show that was planned.
But anyway, you can beat my ass. You can beat my ass on the golf course. Oh gosh.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
But you must come back though, Katie.
No,
yes,
absolutely.
Something is brewing in the pot.
No, on Dave's show, you must come back, and I think a lot of people, it was a shock. I wonder there was a post here saying, "No, don't go. There's more questions." So what I'm saying is, you must come back because.
Yes, definitely. When David said he wants me on his show, I was like, "What? Me? What?" Yeah.
Okay, wait. There are questions we've asked about. Wait, what? For
wait, there are questions we've asked about. Wait for Ballerina.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Oh gosh.
Hell yeah. No, don't. Why are you being nice? Hell yeah.
No, I mean, they're asking what's the ideal weight for kids.
There's ideal weights for swimming. There's ideal weights for play. There's ideal weights for sports. Period.
I mean, I couldn't have said it better. Said it better.
But it's like, yo.
Yeah, not in a bad way. I think in respect of every different art form or every different sport, at the end of the day, as a dancer, you're an athlete, and athletes have to look a certain way. So a child that is doing it to improve their motor skills, I guess it doesn't matter what they look like. But when a child gets to the age of 9, it's ideal that a child has a naturally lean body, because then later in life they don't have to worry about their weight because they're naturally lean. So yeah, I couldn't have said it better myself.
But wouldn't it help them lose weight though? Can it help kids lose weight?
Yeah, it can.
Ballet.
It can.
Okay.
It can.
I think
But also it's good for the exercise, because sometimes, people do ballet just to better their motor skills or their confidence level, and then they stop. And then you have a child that's going to take it further from the age of 9 until to a professional level.
I can't lose some car, guys.
Yeah, there's ballet for adults. Okay, I'll chat to you guys soon.
Okay, bye. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Okay.
thank you. Bye.
Yes, I must go to that march tomorrow.
It's a more robot. I robot. It's like a robot, but it's for a case pack game one online fast.
All right.
Yeah. Ere ke be OG. Ke lo dlala le ntwana. Then ke lo kila. All right, Swar. Are you on tomorrow?
No, Monday.
Yes,
After that match, bro.
No, maar sotse ke no shape update ke ro le file jwang fit.
Ke tlo shapa ke le go matching ka phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, child, I'll join you. No, mara ke re batla after math or shapa o qeta ra o shape ka phone. I shape ka phone.
Let's see how the match goes.
Guys, I'll be with you in spirit, guys. Viva. Viva.
Yo, guys, thank you so much. We hit 3 hours today.
Usually, it's about my 4 hours.
No, there's only ever been one 4-hour show with the Ghanaian DKB Ghana.
Oh, okay. All right, enjoy me. Oh, Allegro, did you get that? Have an Allegro sleep. That was a cool one, fun. That was a cool one. All right,
yo, sure, boy.
Klabuahe.
Sharp.
Sharp.